Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today? I am doing fantastic. So I am here with another mystery box from Dispatch. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, so this is box 2. I just started this series, this box, and let me tell you, I am in love. I mean, love. So, this box is a, what do they call it? They call it a cereal, cereal something. I forgot what they called it. What do they call it? Cereal mystery. Cereal mystery is what they're calling it, right? And so it's several boxes that's all connected, and this is by Dispatch by Breakout, and Breakout does escape rooms right throughout the nation. So I had high expectations, and so far they are delivering. Excuse me. Now the first box was a little slow because, and I knew it would be because, you know, it's just the setup. You got to know what's going on and all that kind of stuff. So there was a lot of reading on the first box, which I did not mind at all because there was still a few puzzles or whatever, and it was challenging. This box, this second box, oh my gosh, y'all. Woo-wee! All right, so let's go first. I'm gonna kind of do it like I did last time. So I'm gonna tell you what's in the box first, and then I'm gonna give the review of the box itself, and then I will give away some hints. No solutions. If you want solutions, you can email me and ask me specifically what questions you have. I don't do walkthroughs or anything like that. So, you know, just if you're stuck on something and you want the answer, I'll be more than happy to tell you the answer. Just email me, but be specific. Okay, so the first thing, all right, so you do get a card, and so this is chapter 1 is actually what this card is. So it tells you, and this is what I love about this company, is they actually tell you everything that you're gonna need or everything that you're supposed to get in the box. That way you know from the get-go if you have everything that you're supposed to have in the box, right? So the first thing that it was like, you're supposed to get a detective letter, which I have here, and there's 4 documents in it, and sure enough, there are 4 documents in it. There's a detective notes, there's a letter from the Bailey Detective Agency that you can contact if you get stumped, which on this box, I did not. Hold on. Sorry about that. My dogs are dogs. They bark every day at the mailman, and they wait until he's on his way and then he's gone, and then they bark. So silly. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So you get a letter from the detective agency that's to help you, and I didn't have to have any help at all on this box. I love that even more. So, and then you get the detective notes. All of this is pertaining to the death of Victoria. You get the booking report, which has fingerprints on it. You get an autopsy report, and you get the homicide report. So you get all these reports and everything, and then, you know, of course, you need to read them. Oh, and do not throw your boxes away. That's another thing. I had to go back in the first box, and I'll get to that in a minute. So don't throw away your boxes. Keep your stuff because you're gonna need them. So I'm keeping all of this because there's some heavy evidence in here. And I'm like, okay, well, they have this, so I don't understand. Okay, so anyway, so there's a little note from James on there and all that kind of stuff. So there's that. And then the second thing that's supposed to be in here is the foreman's notebook or journal. So there's that. And there's 2 pages of that. So make sure you read that, right? And then there's supposed to be the safety report. Now, Okay, I've already put it together, but the safety report comes shredded. That was so much fun. I was like, oh my God. When I first got it though, when I first saw it, I was like, holy moly, please do not tell me that we were gonna have to put this thing together. Yep, sure enough, we were gonna have to. It took me probably 30 minutes, maybe not that long, I don't know. I didn't time it. I didn't time how long this box took at all because it was just so much fun. It didn't feel like time went by at all. But you put it together painstakingly, you put it together, and then of course you get the inspection report, so you get some information from that. And then you get 4 articles, newspaper articles, which are very helpful. They help you in another clue, another puzzle. Okay, and then you get a note from James himself. You get this little note, and you get this cutie pie little coin. Now, the minute I picked the coin up, I was like, all right, yes, yes, yes. All right, so that is what you get. So now, let me, because I don't want to go into the hints yet, so let me just review the box. The box itself, the experience itself, the experience itself. Oh my gosh, y'all, I loved this box. I know I say that a lot, and I just love mysteries, period, flat out. I love reading them. I love doing boxes like this. We even bought a game. It's like a Breakout game. It's not from Breakout, but it's an escape room game. Amanda and I did that last week, and Barry. So, I mean, I just love mysteries, period. I love them. This box had everything. I did not feel like it was cheating at all. You know, I felt like the puzzles were well done. Like I said, when I first saw the shredded paper and I knew I was gonna have to put that together, I'm like, okay. But that was a lot of fun to put it together, you know, because you just had to use logical sense and try to line things up. And you know, the reading was not boring. It was it's just a cool story. It's very engaging. I am still invested. I want to know who killed Victoria, because even the police do not think that James killed her, right? So who did it? Why did they do it? What's the secret past of this family? I am still so invested. I gotta know. I have got to know. And I'm really hoping that the climax will be the deserving of the story so far, right? There were, let's see, you had to put the puzzle together, or the safety report together. So that was one puzzle. You had to, let's see, what else did we do? The letter, there was a note or a puzzle in the letter. So that was 2 things that you had to figure out. And then, so there were like three puzzles. So far it seems like each box has 3 puzzles inside it, which is awesome, because that's enough, because you know, you don't want to be doing this all day. So I just love the box. I'm intrigued. I am still intrigued. I gotta know. I want to know. My box should be coming. My 3rd box should be coming any day now. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait to do this. So I still give this a 5 out of 5. Hands down, I still recommend this box, this company. I recommend the series. I hope they keep going. I don't know if there's a series after this one. I'm not sure, but I hope there is. I hope that there are going to be even more boxes from this company, because they are freaking awesome. They are just so awesome. So that is my review. 5 out of 5. Still recommend if you're into mysteries, if you like to read and do puzzles. I would highly, and get on the internet. You still got to get on the internet. I love that too. So it's interactive, logical thinking, deductive thinking, you know, you have to read and all that. So if you like those type of things all rolled into one Swiss roll cake, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this box. If you just like to read, you're not gonna like this box at all. If you just like to do puzzles, this is not gonna do it for you. If you like to just go on the internet, nope. So you gotta like to do all three of those to really, really get into this box and love it. And I love doing all three of those. So, woo, it's so good, so good. All right, so that's my scathing review. I just 5 out of 5. No kidding. Still 5 out of 5. Highly recommend it. I'm not disappointed at all. Not a smidgen. All right, so review done. Let's go into hints, shall we? All right, so the first thing that I did was I read everything. I always read everything. And from that, you know, you get a lot of information, but it's not too much though that you forget, you know. Sometimes there's too much reading and you forget what you read. That did not happen here. So like I said, in the letter from the detective, there's information that you need to hang on to, because I have a feeling we didn't need it for this box, but I have a feeling we're going to need it for a future box. So definitely do not, as I said before, don't throw anything away, because you're going to have to go back and use it. You're going to have to go back. I can guarantee you're going to have to go back. All right. So I read everything first, and then I put this together. And it was painstaking, and at first I was like, oh, no, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I don't think I'm going to be able to put this thing together. There's just so many pieces. And but what I did that kind of helped me is I kind of lined up the top, because it, you know, it's big letters, so I kind of lined that up, and then I kind of started lining up, you know, things highlighted and stuff like that, and it came together, you know, fairly quickly. I don't think it took 30 minutes. It might have, I'm not sure, but I really don't think it did. You know, sometimes it seems like it takes longer than it does. But it's very interesting. Again, keep this because it's probably going to come in handy somehow, some way. So there's that. Oh, another thing too is that I, you know, read the journal from the foreman of the mine, and it's mainly written in English, but then there were some Spanish parts. This was another thing. I didn't consider this a puzzle per se, but I went ahead and got my phone out and I Google translated what was in Spanish, because I'm like, that's weird. Why would most, like 99% of it be in English and then just a few sentences are in Spanish? You know, I'm like, there's something up with that. Those must be very important. So I went ahead and I Google translated it to have that just in case I needed it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it did help a little bit. So there was that. So I did have to do that. So that was the first thing that I did, was translate, because I read this. Like I said, I did all the reading first. So I went ahead and did that. Then I put the inspection report together. I was like, okay, that is interesting. And then I went to the letter from James. Now this was the hardest part of the puzzles, because it's like logical thinking. Like they even give you a grid to work with and stuff. So you had to figure out, James has pretty much figured out that there were 3 people that were involved in the mine collapsing that killed people and all this kind of stuff. And so you had to try to figure out who they were, and once you did, then you texted a number, and then the number would text you back and say, okay, who do you think the thief was, and who do you think this person was, and who do you think this person was? And if you got it right, they asked, you know, like first is the thief, so you put in the thief's name. If you get it right, then they ask for the other person's name. If you get that right, then they ask for the last person's name, and then that's, you know, then you're like, if you get them all right, then another text comes up, and it is a link to a website. And when you get there, oh, there is another, oh, sorry. I know I'm bebopping. I'm sorry. But there was, I forgot where it was at, but you can go, there was another puzzle. There were several puzzles. I didn't think there was, but there were. Let's see. I don't think it was with this. Oh my gosh, y'all. Let's see. Like I said, you can, if you need help, you can text or go to the Bailey agency, but I didn't have to do that. But there was another thing that you could go. James sent it, and he was like, oh yeah, here it is, down at the bottom of the letter, duh. All right, sorry. Down at the bottom of the letter, he was like, you can find some additional information using his login in the copper mine company. And so he gives you to log in, and then you have to figure out the password. And this is when you got to look at stuff from last month's box. So that's what I'm saying. I had to go back and look for this, for the code, the passcode to get in. So that's your hint. You got to go to last month's box to find it. But it wasn't too difficult to find. Okay, so then, so that helped in narrowing down one of the suspects, or one of the 3 people. So I put the 3 people in, got them right, and then another website came up. And when I saw the coin, let me see if I can get up close with it. I noticed right away there was going to be a cryptogram. I knew it, because this is a cryptogram decoder, right? And so, but none of these puzzles had it, so I thought it might be in next month's box. I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is something I gotta hang on to for next month. No. When you hit that from the text, it takes you to a cryptid message, and you have to use this, right, in order to decode it, which I did, and that gives you another bit of information. And then there's a question asking you how many living ambassadors there are, and you answer that. And when that happens, you're popped up to a video, and it's James, and he just tells you a little bit of information and thanks you for helping and all this kind of stuff. And then it was like, okay, we'll see you next month. I was like, oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. So that is your hints. So I didn't want to give away too much. Again, I don't want to give the answers away. I just want to try to give you a little bit of hints if you needed the hints on where to look and what to do. So there it is. But this box, it was challenging, but not frustratingly challenging. You know, where you're like, I don't even know what to do. Nothing like that. It was so good. So good. So I cannot wait for next month's box. So again, like I said, 5 out of 5, baby. 5 out of 5. All right, well, that's gonna be it for me until next month. Well, box wise anyway, mystery wise anyway. Of course, I do a lot of other videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope if you were wanting hints, this helped you. If you're wanting a review, I hope that this helped you to decide if you want to do the boxes or not. I highly recommend them. Don't just go on the first box, because I just knew the first box, it was slow, but I knew it was just a build up, and I just felt it in my gut that it was going to get better, and oh my God, it did, like tenfold. It's so good, so good, so good. All right, so I hope that this helped you. And again, if you want the solutions, just email me specific questions and I'll be more than happy to ask. But I don't do a walkthrough or anything like that. I don't have time for all that. I'm a busy person. But I will answer a question or two. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And if you have, thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate the support. Y'all just don't know how much I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. So thank you so much. But don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified for every time I post a video. All right, y'all. Y'all be good to one another. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.